It has been a minute since I've reacted to some Gigguk. Man, I miss this hilarious ass guy. What's up, Dapper Squad? It's your boy Darius, back at it again with another Patreon request. This time we are looking at another one for Magical. So before we get into it, want to give a special and major shout out to Magical. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the good requests. You have some of the best out there. I think you know that. And so with that being said, I know Magical knows I like Gigguk and want to react to more Gigguk. So him requesting that I react to a Gigguk video is just perfect for me because I want to watch it. He wants to watch me watch it. I'm sure some of you guys want to watch me watch it. So it's going to be a great time. This one is called Domestic Girlfriend, a Dumpster Fire I Can't Stop Watching. I have not heard of Domestic Girlfriend as a manga or an anime, so I know nothing about it. So this should be interesting. And I think that's it. Remember, guys, if you guys want to request something for me specifically to react to, check out the Patreon. There's a tier on there specifically for that. Also, check out the Discord. If you just want to recommend me watch anything, that always is an option for you there as well. I just have a complete channel for you to recommend any anime, anything you want me to watch, and who knows, it might end up on the channel, might end up being a good time. Now, with Gigguk, remember, if we're doing any sort of reaction video from YouTube and another content creator that is amazing himself, please click the original video, go over there, leave a view, leave a like, come over here, then watch my reaction. That's just the order in which things should go with this kind of thing. I appreciate and respect Gigguk for the types of videos he makes. He's hilarious. Editing is always top-notch. Production value, it's always hilarious as well. I'm overall just a huge fan and excited to get into this. So without any further ado, I say we just watch this because I have no idea what I'm to expect. Domestic Girlfriend, a Dumpster Fire I Can't Stop Watching.
Video is sponsored by Bookwalker.
Shouts out to Bookwalker. Okay, homeboy. Okay.
Doing, step bro?
Since the beginning of mankind,
oh my
has always been drawn to fire.
The
its
fire.
mesmerizing flames, dancing and weaving.
Where did that come from? Step bro.
Allowed us to cook food for more nutritional meals that helped us to develop our evolving brains. Which is why in the modern age, almost as if by instinct, we are still drawn to a dumpster fire, no matter how dangerous or smelly.
That's not where I was expecting he would go with that. Incestuous? Are they really stepbrother and sister?
Domestic Nakanojo or Coconut
Domestic Nakanojo.
Is the
Boku no Girlfriend Academia.
A full-on 4K 60 frames per second car crash in slow motion that explodes into a beautiful, roaring, not related by blood flame that we as dumpster moths can't help but fly into. So if you're feeling happy because Kaguya-sama has finally cured your depression this season,
hey, I don't know if Gil's gonna be watching this, but shout out to my Twitter man, Gil. Nyaku, I don't know how to pronounce your Twitter name, but that's what you go by on everything. I have seen you rep Kaguya for as long as I can even remember. So if I'm ever gonna watch Kaguya, I'm shouting out Gil at the beginning of the video. Shouts out to you, man. That's crazy.
Domestic Girlfriend has come along just in time to bring it back again. See, this show isn't just any romance anime. This is the next level of romance anime. You know how in most anime romances it takes 10 decades of characters standing around wondering if they should confess? And then when we finally get some hot steamy hand-holding action, they get cock-blocked once again by everyone's favorite third wheel fireworks curtain. Yeah, that's right, I'm calling you.
That is so accurate in anime.
So much more realistic because it starts with a dude having just smashed a bird. Oh, and that dude's got a crush on his teacher. Oh, and his dad's getting remarried. Oh, and his new stepsisters are going to be his teacher and the girl he lost his virginity to. Oh, and they're going to be living in the same house and starting a step-sibling love triangle.
Spicy.
Now you may be sitting here thinking, wow, this sounds like it can only end badly, but I can assure you, despite what sounds like an absolute disaster of a premise, it only goes downhill from here.
Okay.
See, when talking about Domestic Girlfriend, we have to describe things in terms of spice level. Because literally every episode, something happens that will
capsaicin level.
Urge to go, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, that's a Spicy boy! Step-sibling crushes, teacher-student relationships, affairs with married men.
What Scoville
love
unit is
exams,
this anime
love
at?
What's next? Find out on the next episode of Two Girls, One Brother.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Show, you know, I swear, I swear to God. I mean, we all know it's not incest anyway if you shout no chromo. If we take a look at some of the spiciest
No
peppers
chromo.
in the world, we have the famous ghost pepper at around 1 million Scovilles, the Trinidad scorpion, which beats even that, and the granddaddy, the
Carolina
Reaper,
Reaper.
at a whopping 2.2 million Scoville units. A pepper so spicy that it's even hospitalized some people for eating it. And yet, that is nothing compared to getting rejected by your first love and almost double suiciding with her, who's also your teacher's stepsister, making out with your other stepsister, flirting with your club president, only to then walk in on your teacher's stepsister buttering her muffin to the thought of her ex-lover while you just stand there and watch while emotional J-pop plays. In the span of a single episode, it was a single fucking episode. Woo! Woo! Can I get some milk to wash this spice off? Now I know what you're
Hold on. I know some of you guys, I know at least 12 of you, of the whoever knows how many have watched this video, 12 of you are thinking, bro, you're spoiling yourself. What if you watch this, like, I would way rather be caught watching porn than watching this. And I know it's a meme saying my mom walked in and I switched it to porn because it's easier to explain. That might legit be easier to explain than this. Like,
thinking, oh look, Gigok's talking about another trashy sister show. Does he want this to be the new era manga sensei or something? And I take offense to that because it should be obvious that these two shows are nothing alike. I mean, I might have called them both trash, but one is a flaming dumpster and the other is a flaming dumpster that the UN definitely want to ban. Not to mention, if you compare the two protagonists, you got the virgin Masamune, fantasizing over a single weak source of a little sister who'd probably spontaneously combust without constant care and attention, so he has to play manslave. And here we got Natsuo, already got laid, fucking dual-wielding incest at this point while juggling other girls, reaching levels of Chad never before thought possible. And this isn't even mentioning the girls, because what I can respect is someone who knows what they want and they fucking go for it. Because if you're an anime girl and someone tells you that you can't be with the protagonist because of some bizarre reason like your family or something, you just need to hit him with one of these.
I've been waiting for this. The ultimate technique.
Yes, this time we've got the sister who's also your teacher, the shy club president, and a girl who's glopped enough semen to put her into clinical depression. I'm just kidding, Momo's a fucking angel and deserves all the love, care, and attention and semen she wants. Now, I know I said before that nothing could compete with Hina as the older stepsister that's also your teacher, but in my calculations, I forgot just how much Rui can tip the scale, because you see, in life, there are these mythical creatures that we cannot confirm the existence of, and Rui is one of those creatures of legend, the sacred being we know only as
angels.
the Emoto. Plus,
The
she's a
Emoto.
short, blue-haired anime waifu, so I'm feeling pretty hopeful for her chances because of all the other short, blue-haired anime waifus who got to live happily ever after with the person they love, like,
Oh yeah, these are not fucking good references. I only know like half of these, and they didn't end up with the person they
So
love.
much destruction and disaster was happening on screen, I couldn't peel my eyes away from it, and you gotta admit, you're morbidly curious too, aren't you? Watching
Oh,
Domestic
yeah.
Girlfriend is like building a death coaster in Roller Coaster Tycoon, then letting people on the ride to see what happens next. You know the roller coaster is going to fly off into a crowd of people causing massive destruction because that's the way you built it. You know it's going to happen, but you watch anyway because secretly you're a bit sadistic and you want to see how big that crash can get. And see, I feel like there's a secret to the spicy formula that is Domestic Girlfriend, and that's hentai. Alright, hear me out. It is quite well documented
Not
that
the tentable.
hentai is an art form that
Not the
rivals likes of
octopus.
Picasso, Andy Warhol, and that toothbrush scene in Nice Monogatari. But you must remember that it runs on its own rules.
I'm literally trying to watch Nisei Monogatari right now, so That's something to look forward to.
Bound by the laws
Great.
of reality, where
Great.
fat, ugly businessmen are the model of peak masculinity and hips are sentient beings that can move on their own. Because that world isn't the same 2019 world we live in now. I bet they don't even ask the like button for consent before smashing it. So when watching an episode of Domestic Girlfriends, you may wonder how they can pack so much spice into every episode, but once you realize it runs on hentai rules, it makes perfect sense. We've got levels of cucking not seen since Netarare Genesis Gurengelion. We've got people who are allergic to closing doors because you can't spell spicy without spy. We've got every conceivable vanilla hentai setup you can ask for. The older sister is having a beer? How long till she passes out on the sofa and the guy tries kissing her? 2 minutes. Jesus, it was literally 2 minutes. Oh, we couldn't make this more hentai if we tried.
You could. It is.
What are you doing,
Step
That
bro!
brings up an important question. Why would I want to watch a hentai without the banging in it? Doesn't that defeat the entire point? I can't
You know,
jack off to this.
that's a good point.
Very good question, and I think the only proper response is, bro, if you set your mind to it, you can jack off to anything. See, the advantage of going
Also
back
a good
hentai
point.
rules is that it allows your series to become plot heavy, because in this art form, it needs to be plot heavy. Because you don't
Stop
want
with
to waste
that
precious
fucking
time with people
animation.
not banging, so you constantly need spicy things to be happening, and surprisingly, that's entertaining as fuck. Because why would you want to watch some vanilla sex scene anyway when you can just see characters get golden showered with depression? And this leads me to believe that the unreleased
Golden
full
showered
title of
with
the show is
depression.
actually Domestic Nakanajo Ex Kanajo Ex Kanajo. Don't look at me like that. I know you got that reference. Of course, with all the
I didn't,
spiciness
sadly,
witnessed in
but
the runtime of the show,
I thought
it
Kanajo
made
meant
me
girlfriend.
morbidly
Girlfriend,
curious to
girlfriend,
see How
girlfriend.
big of a car crash the manga would be, and what I found was my absolute worst fear. that I really fucking enjoyed it. All right, just. Let me explain. Well, the
Can't
start
stop-
of the series is a
ooh.
spicy mess. As it moves on, adequate time is given to really flesh out the characters and make them
Ooh.
relatable. Even some characters who I wasn't a fan of initially won me over, and before you know
Really?
it, you're invested. Despite all the semen demons vying for a
Semen demons.
no one ever acts in a way that's completely inconsiderate or douchey. Everyone's just been put in a fucked up situation and they're trying their best to handle these messy feelings that they know they probably shouldn't have. For example, for the full-on school days disaster route this could go, Natsuo never goes out of his way just to get his dick wet every time a girl opens her gate of Babylon for him. He
Gate of
genuinely cares about
Babylon.
everyone around him and
Looks
acts
like
in a way that
Gilgamesh
tries to
pulling out
make
his
everyone
sword.
happy. So it's hard to hate him because despite how fucking stupid and naive his actions can be, you want everyone to be happy too, but you also know that because of the way things are set up, that's impossible.
Yeah,
Someone or
that has to
everyone
be
is gonna end up
impossible.
with their heart broken, so it's less of a case of why the hell are you doing this, you stupid
If you guys heard that, that was another video of mine rendering. I'm sorry.
I knew this was gonna happen, but it doesn't hurt any less. Combine this with the same spicy plot progression that will continue to make you shout, "Woo! Woo!" every few chapters, and you have yourself a really compelling read. Things continually happen, even if you know it's all just melodramatic junk food shit, but you're invested enough in the characters to keep you turning the next page. Unlike your normal harem romance where you have 200 chapters of will they, won't they, no, they will, no, they won't. Okay, can something just happen? Can please something happen? Please just something happen! And then just as you're about to give up all hope, they finally confess and maybe kiss, and then the show just ends. Nothing in Domestic Girlfriend is ever static. Time actually progresses at a reasonable pace, and you see characters going through different stages of their lives. Without spoiling anything that happens, the plot eventually moves past everyone being in high school. You get to see how characters tackle relationships when they have things like job aspirations, college, and responsibilities to worry about. Characters face repercussions for the actions they take, and they learn and change from it. Action never comes without consequence, and oh boy, is there a lot of fucking action. So
Why-
even though when reading a normal anime
Why
romance,
is this
your
turning
emotional
from
state
such an
will be something
actual
like this,
dumpster
are
fire
they gonna get together? No.
to like an actual like
Okay,
impressive
I'm
sell on
happy.
this
Domestic
on this
Girlfriend is
manga,
more
you know?
To me,
Bless me,
Domestic
but like
Girlfriend
I
is
kind of
a
want to
perfect
read it now.
melodrama, blending human characters who develop over the course of the story with some of the most ridiculous plot progression that is undeniably melodrama trash, but you want to know what happens next because you're invested in the characters. Which leads me to believe this may actually be a good manga with trashy moments in it. or a trashy manga with good moments, and I haven't quite figured out which way around it is yet. When I initially read ahead just to see how trashy it became, I ended up marathoning the entire series in 2 days, so even though I came in with the complete intention of memeing the fuck out of everything, it's become my newest obsession that I can't recommend enough. So if you want a really addicting drama to read, go pick this up, and if you need any more reason, unlike the anime, the manga has got fucking titties! You didn't hear this from me, but there are these things called 0.5 chapters, which aren't necessarily there to move the plot along, but I think they're worth reading anyway, because you might find something that will take the manga to what we'll call peak spice.
At this point, I just want them both to be happy. That sounds about right. I'd be team teacher though, whatever her name is.
I didn't have an official sponsorship with them scheduled this month, but I was like, look, I'm making a domestic girlfriend video whether you want to be involved or not, because there's no way I'm not going to talk about this series. You can get all of the domestic girlfriend volumes available on Bookwalker in the link below, and they are even doing this as a simulpub, so you can get all of the new chapters as they come out in Japan. Just make sure you search for the domestic girlfriend serial in the search bar if you want the simulpub chapters. And as always,
I didn't even know about Bookwalker if I wanted to read manga, because it's been years since I've read manga.
Do pick up this manga. Don't expect to stop until you've completely caught up and feel the void of having no new chapters to read, because holy crap is this an addicting read. There, I've warned you. Don't come crying to me when that feeling of complete emptiness hits you once you've caught up. You know what I'm saying, right, manga readers? Anyway, that's it from me.
Alright.
And I'll see you all next time.
Well, I want to give a big shout out to Giguk and a big shout out to Bookwalker. I already forgot what it was. Is that what it was, Bookwalker? Yes. Shouts out to Giguk. Shouts out to Bookwalker. I knew nothing about Domestic Girlfriend. I knew nothing about this website. And now I might go do a little research. And yes, it is research, guys. We're an anime YouTube channel. It's research. So I'll be back. I gotta grab my lotion. I'll be back in like a couple hours for the review of the video. All right, I didn't do any research, but you guys know what I'm just trying to say. But that was a hilarious video. Like I've always said, I love it's so anime-based jokes and it's anime-based comedy that the more anime and the more tropes and stuff you know, the more funny and the more into it you will be. So I don't know all of the references, of course, that Giga's made, because he's seen far more anime than I have seen myself. But from everything in this video, it was hilarious. Had some really good analogies and stuff to other slice of life, rom-com kind of animes and shows. Talked about blue-headed waifu characters, which was hilarious. And then this just dumpster fire of a plot that this manga / show is, which a man has a crush on his teacher. His dad ends up remarrying, with the stepdaughters being another girl and that teacher, all living in the same house. What are you doing, step bro? That is quite the scenario right there. I cannot even lie to you. Wow. Wow. I'm just thinking about it, man. I gotta start. Catch me on Bookwalker, guys. You know what I've gotta say. That was amazing though. Hilarious as always. Please leave a like on his video too, guys. I gotta leave my like right now. Gotta leave a like. You know, Giguk does fantastic work. Remember, guys, if you guys want me to react to a specific Giguk video, anime openings video, anything you can think of under the sun, leave it in the comments. Let me know on Discord. You know, if you guys really like, or like, I want Darius to react to this, and I will stop at no means. Check out that Patreon, because that's always available to you. But I can totally see myself watching some more Giguk in the future. I already see 2 videos right now that I kind of want to watch. I can't lie to you, so I'm very excited for that. Expect some more openings soon, some more openings, reactions, all that jazz. Just like I said, guys, let me know. And if you guys can leave a like, it means a lot. Thank you, Dapper Squad. Have a fantastic day.